Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hatchet. Here we go. Kill. Check nine.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Showing it. He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Check. Here we go. Go to 54.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
5 down. Stand up in. Check 15. We're going to 53.
On second down, Elliott.
It's running.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On second down, Love. And this may be a carbon copy, as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a give running right is Love.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! We're going to 54. Why here?
Now Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Maher was 6 of 7 from 50-plus as a 29-year-old rookie, including a Cowboy record 62-yarder, and he's able to knock this one through from distance as well.
Remember, 4 years in Canada, kicked in all kinds of conditions, gives a guy a lot of confidence coming to the NFL.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Hey, boy, we're going to 54. Why here? Here we go.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, it's Love. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, here's Love. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a give, right side. Love. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Check 37. Check. Go to 53. Check.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run. We're going to 54. Why?
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A first down carry by Elliott. There's the stiff arm. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I get the best of both worlds. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Right there, 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, alert 3. We're going to 53. Watch the twist. 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Corey Grant. Incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Maher is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. No.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Redskins.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Haskins to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Love again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's get this. Check right.
Haskins will throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Double dog. That's the way.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You can't block me. Alert flare. We're going to 53.
They go to Elliott again. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Push him back.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run again with Love on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The tackle made by James Smith. A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Haskins escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.